Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cornerboy and we still have some games from the Japandota Cup Season 5, and with that we are going to go into the next game of the first round, where we are going to see a 4 victory going up against Team Omakase. The obvious favorite in this matchup. Okay, I was not sure if I had in-game sound there, sorry. The obvious favorite is Team Omakase. As well, they are one of the favorites for this tournament. I feel like I say that for every matchup once, but they are having a lot of experience together. They did play as this lineup in at least Japandota Cup number 3 and in the Unity League. I'm not sure about the Japandota Cup number 4. I don't think so. Didn't see it at least. And for victory, Freddy did play on... I forgot which team it was in the Japandota Cup number 4. And... I believe Krur... No.
10 seconds remaining.
The blue guy. The one the country that I again don't know. Did play for Onden in the Japandota Cup number 4. But there was only it has to be it had to be number 3 because they did only go for one game, and from the 4th one onward they were playing with a losers bracket, so they would have had at least 2 games. Let's go over the bans where they're taking a lot of time so far. We see the Shadow Fiend being banned out. Rather rare to see him being banned out in the first stage. For the Witch Doctor I can say the same, and I don't really understand why they are that afraid of these. They can be pretty good, obviously, but I think that Undying, Queen of Pain and the Shrek would have been higher priority for the bans, especially the Shrek that came through this. Venture Spirit, solid support, always good. Brings the Sun, brings the damage aura, brings brings the howl that gives the the minus armor. The swap can save obviously lives, but how are they going to pair this up? They could go for the aura strat, so for something along Drow Ranger, Beastmaster, Luna, something like that, but they're going for the Tusk. That's a common pick. We see him in the support and the offline, so we can't be sure where he's going to end up. So let's wait for that. And we are at the moment waiting for the second pick for Team Omakase.
10 seconds remaining.
They have too many options right now what they could go for. They could go for
5
anything.
seconds remaining.
Maybe they are going to go for some kind of setup stun for the Shrek.
Reserve time.
Well, it's the Disruptor.
Radiant team banned.
Which is actually not that bad against the Snowball. If the Snowball rolls in, especially with more people, and you have that one guy that really has to be there in the front line, or at least close to the opponent's team, and if that guy then gets glimpsed back, then you are in a pretty bad spot. The setup with the glimpse and the split earth is really tough. I don't know how they are going to pull that off. And I don't know if they are even in the position to pull it off. Just from how they drafted it so far, I guess that the Shrek is going to go into the mid lane, and the Disruptor is, well, obviously
5 seconds remaining.
For the next banner, we did see the Earthshaker and the Phoenix and Techies. Well, Earthshaker and Phoenix, I can understand these bands that are pretty good and strong champions. Techies, yes, Techies are annoying in pop play, but it leaves your lanes pretty vulnerable. And if you don't have a strategy worked around Techies, then you're not going to pick it. It's not something that, well, we need something to do something
Dire team
for the techies. And with Vengeful Spirit and Tusk, I don't see that great a synergy with the techies. It would have been a Magnus, I would see that, or a Bad Rider. I think I could get comfortable with that, but not with Vengeful Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't see that working out. We see the Joe Ranger being banned out from 4 victory, actually.
Reserve time.
It would have been something that would fill in the pushing role even better than. And the Shrek can always push with the Diabolic Edict. And if you then have the Precision Aura from the Drow Ranger helping out the range attacks, it might always help. So it's definitely something that would come into consideration, but I don't think it would be on my priority list anywhere up that high. So I think a Dazzle Banner would have made a bit more sense right here, or even the Lion Banner, but they're going to go for that themselves. So that's something that might actually work out pretty good against the Lashrak if he is a bit, at least early, if he's not tanky yet and no BKB yet, the finger can actually take him down easily. And with the toss, they have the close-in mechanism. And it's obviously a setup stun. No, wait.
10 seconds remaining.
So,
Dire team
I like that pickup. And we see a Trend Protector. So that already means that the Lashrak is going to be in some kind of core position, 1 or 2. And the Trend Protector is going to support it together with the Disruptor. But he's not going to help out with push. He's great at teamfight. The Overgrowth together with the what damage it's called.
10 seconds remaining.
Pulse Nova is actually quite nice.
5 seconds remaining.
And if you can then even put up a Kinetic Field and a Static Storm on top of all that, that's quite a lot of damage, but 4 victory should be able to play around that. So maybe Team Omakase is showing their hand a bit too early here. But well, they can still go for something that is really going to farm a lot alone, like an anti-mage or a PA or something like that. Well, PA can fight earlier, but an anti-mage, for example, and then just go for farming and leave these guys to actually just keep everything alive and then join. But doesn't look like that. Viper is just more push. But first, let's discuss the Klings that was picked up for 4 victory. That's something that comes a little bit back into fashion in the last couple of weeks. And it's most likely going to be the one position. And I think that is actually a nice thing. The Vengeful Spirit line Klings, that can
Reserve time.
That can hurt a lot, especially with all the early damage if the Vengeful Spirit goes in the Vengeful Aura. Vengeance Aura. And then some burning arrows, searing arrows, and the strafe. That is going to be a lot of damage early. So that might actually be something that they're thinking about. And
Radiant team.
Hi. The Viper being picked up from Team Omakase going to be going to the mid lane, being solid there. That's it. And I can understand he does these last bans. The anti-mage that signifies that they expect the Lashrak to be offlane. The Viper in the mid. I mean, the Viper in the mid, I can be so on that. Well, maybe it's... Okay, maybe it's a Viper offlane. But no. They are going to put the Viper offlane and the Lashrak carry. And the one position. That is the one thing that makes the most sense.
5 seconds remaining.
Root Mother? No. They are going for Tusk offline here.
Reserve time.
2 ways about that.
Tiny.
Well, I didn't see the tiny kind, but tiny solo mid is this thing, but normally you want to have the higher. But I like this. Maybe it is like the Face Rush tiny that goes for Blink Dagger, drums, maybe even Face Boots that just tries to run around the map and tries to set up kills and not really go for the Aghanim Scepter that he's a right clicker, he will most likely going to be the utility Tiny. I have to say I like that. The last pick was the Bloodseeker, who is most likely going to go into the mid lane. I see my predictions for lane were already being turned around. I didn't make no real introduction for the players I already recognize right now. But, well, I can do that as right and nice. The stand-in will be playing the Klings. He has some, kanji in his name. I don't know. Frozen Dragon is playing the Tusk. Freddy is on the Lion. V is playing Tiny. No, wait, sorry, that's another kanji. The V is still for victory. And Kerr is playing Vengeful Spirit. They are on a smoke gang journey, and they might actually meet someone on this, and that might be Puro, who is playing the Bloodseeker for Team Omakase. Before I go for any more introduction, I want to see what happens with this, especially with these two guys here, a little bit out of position. But nah, it doesn't look like they will go for it. We have a GLHF call coming out. Oh, did they spot that? I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like they are going to see anything going on just yet. I had Puru already. Nuba is playing the Disruptor. We will see Sayaku on the Trend Protector. Louis is playing our lovely Lishiraki with fancy hair or horns or whatever Lishrak has on his head. And last but not least, we are going to see Viper played by One Jump. Let's see how the lanes are going to end out. Louis is going against the kanji guy in the mid lane. Tiny versus the Shrek. The Bloodseeker with this Raptor is going against the Tusk here on the bottom lane. And it looks like we have a duo versus Tri-Lane on the top with Viper and Trend Protector going up against Klings, Vengeful Spirit and Lion. And right now we are going to see a big tree punching on this little skeleton. One more punch, it will be enough, but the movement speed is exactly the same. That means it's not enough to close the knot. Oh, the turnaround. Nicely done by the Klings. It was exactly enough to stay away from him. And well, I have to understand that the Trend Protector had to commit at some point. It latest wait when he was under this tower right about here, because it would not matter from the damage he takes if he goes run this way or this way, and if he runs this way, he has at least this chance to actually get the kill on the Klings. But the Klings has too fast a turnaround time for this very slow attack animation from the Trend Protector, so easy pickings there for him. The Viper doing some harassment right here, but he is not going to be able to contest the farm. But he already got more out of the line as the task at this point. I think that is going to be true for most of the game. Wow, a lot of denies in the Bloodseeker, 11 already. With 10 last hit, that is impressive. What are we going to see here next?
Regeneration! Nope. Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
Drubbing, yes, you heard him. Well, Smoke Gang coming in through the mid lane. That is a lot of burst damage that they have here with the 2 points in the avalanche. Oh, well, thus did just go down, I think. Well, just in the kinetic field, and that's it. Stun coming in. There's the magic missile. Where is the avalanche? It's not yet. There was the earth spike. There's the avalanche, and that is an easy kill for the Tiny in the mid lane. Nicely done. Nicely executed and obviously perfect. Well, it was not perfect stunning, chain stunning. There was a little episode where the Vengeful Spirit was easily able to actually get a hit in, but it was more than enough to actually finish off with a kill. Klings does not do too well with last hitting so far. He is only branches, so not too much additional damage coming out for him. Well, what was that pulling out for? Oh, he's not going to do anything. The creeps are fighting here. Little Basher, you're a bit aggressive there. Nicely nice. Coming out. The Viper gets way too much out of this line, especially with the toss that just went down a few moments ago. Teleport rotation coming in. We have the lion here. This eventually is going mid to deliver the bottle. Not the Tiny is taking a lot of harassment from Mr. Leshrac. The lightning is turning him down. This 4 seconds cooldown is hurting so much, and you can get so much lane dominance out of it. We have now dual lanes going against solo lanes. Actually kind of funny. Nothing going to see here, I think. Smoke now coming out for the disruptor. That might be something that we're going to see, but how effective it is really going to be. I mean, he does not give an instant stun, he just gives the pull back. I don't know if that's really going to be that strong. Oh, Klings is invisible. They have detection on the trend. So if they see him, they might commit, but it does not look like they are going to spot him. That's why I would potentially always go for the sentries. And you don't have to rely on showing. So, okay, this time he's dead, I think. There's the Lich State coming out, and the right clicks from the Viper and from the Transporter should be enough to actually finish him off, and that is good. Nicely done. Grant takes the last hit. Nice money for him there, whatsoever. And the last hits are heavily in favor of Team Omakase. Fight going on here, nice living armor. Does actually give the Bloodseeker alive for quite some time. The Disruptor is able to finish off the task, so 1-for-1 trade obviously in favor for 4F or for V, because they got the experience for the Bloodseeker and they don't want to lose a toss, so that is something that they can live with. No. 200 gold advantage or a bit less, 150. But the Klings can't really stand right now against the Viper, at least not alone. He will need some backup. Otherwise he will fall behind quite a bit. The Shark with a heist, but I don't think that he really wants to use that any moment. At least not that soon. What is the Viper going for? The Wraith Band. So the Ringo Ecola is the choice for him. We have Teleport coming in. The task is to be dead. And well, Vengeful Spirit, you should better be careful. Oh no, the Avalanche just missed. The Leshrac comes in, gets actually the Spirit Earth onto Vengeful Spirit, but nobody is going to fall. That nice kinetic field is trapping 2. The nice toss does not really do anything. The Bloodseeker now on the hunt of the Tiny. He drops low enough, so his thirst is active, and Bloodseeker goes down here and goes away with a triple kill. That was brutal. The Avalanche should not have missed there. If the Tiny hits that, it might be a very, very different fight, but like this, you are dropping behind. And the last hits are not looking good either, so I don't see the upside from this game. At least from the 4 victories perspective. And what is good happening for them? There are no finished boots, there's nothing really on the Klings. It looks like the Vipers go for a mechanism. Bloodseeker is going for Hand of Might, is actually, he's going for gearing up for late game. He's already at front. We have a line now running around smoked, but what is he going to find? Nobody's there where he is, though. He's running around in no man's land. Well, Klings to take down the Viper and use the help of the Vengeful Spirit. I mean, it's that, sorry, but well, we have a Leshrac coming in. And the Disruptor. What is that? This is not going to be enough that go. Oh well, never mind! The Vengeful Spirit is dead. Nice punch from the Transporter. Oh, nice sandbag on the Tiny, but not before he gets the kill onto the Transporter. But Klings is going to drop down as well. They come to the toss, and I think he would have preferred not to be here, right here, especially with the Rapture still on him. And they get a 3-for-1 trade right here, and the Bloodseekers now have an open lane on the bottom for him. Because the Tiny was teleported somewhere else, but the Tiny got the best 4-4 victory there.
Boy, Dyer's bottom tower is
I
taking a
think that
beating.
Struck should die. No, he's not going to die. Still 3 stacks of living armor on him. And with
Radiant's middle
support
tower is
coming
under
in,
attack.
that is not going to do. Oh, nice back. Oh, well, Tiny, you are so bad. That is some commitment right there. Even the Viper Strike, that was maybe a bit overkill, but you get a kill on the best farming target of your opponents. Let's have a look at the net worth. You're going to be quite happy with that, especially if the Viper is still behind that. Oh no, ally and you. Nah, he's going to be fine. I thought the Kling's going to Skeleton Walk. Well, but what is he going to do? He can't kill anything. No, this Sentry Ward might actually kill him. Ah, it's not. It feels like this is going to be a fast game, and I know it's only 10-5, so the kills are actually quite close. But how the overall game feels, it's going to go down very, very quickly, especially as the Tiny is most likely not going to go for the hard right clicker build. But maybe he now decides, okay, I can't go for the ganking kind of style, so maybe I should change something. Maybe first item still Agnum Scepter, and then I have to get something to get the right clicks in. But what is that going to be? It's a difficult decision right here. We might see a kill on the Bloodseeker. 3 people already here with the 4th one coming in. 5th one even coming in. That is some commitment here. I should better get that kill, otherwise they are in big shit. Oh, sorry. They are in big trouble, of course. It does not look like they are going to get this one easily. And Bloodseeker is already late, so he's not that untanked. There's coming some teleport support in for 3 people. So we have 4 on 5 right now. Raptor coming out on the Tiny. Nice kinetic field, aesthetic storm on 3 people. And there's the first one going down. It's the Tiny. The Adventurous Big is going to follow right after that. Is there still a glimpse? No, there's no glimpse. But still, the task is not looking good. The Surge is kicking in. Nice split earth from the Shrek killing of the task, and it's a 4 for nothing trade. Only the Klings is running around freely right here, and with the Skeleton Walk he is able to rescue his life. But still, that was brutal. That was a shutdown, and I think it was a 1,500 gold swing. Let's have a look at the graph for now. It's about 6,000 advantage, and for experience it's about 5,000. And well, the gold is going to drop a bit more now with the tower going down. Even though there might be a fight coming in again. We have Overgrowth still ready for our trend. Viper gets the last hit. He is getting close to his mechanism, and we're 600 gold away from it. And nobody has anything to respond to that. Like, we did see 11-minute orc hits on Klings, and he's not even close to that. But okay, he's 2 and 2, and it's only 25 last hits. 3.2k net worth. Bloodseeker is at 6k, and he's going for Dagon build. Okay, this is not even funny right now. I mean, that's something to do in pop, but I don't know. If you go for Eternal Play, you should not go for whatever. Klings is going to die here. Glimpse back. They have got the vision out with the dust again. Viper Strike committed as well, Glimpse, aesthetic, kinetic field. Well, just some easy pickings. And, well, the support should not stay around you. There might be a Glimpse coming in, and then you might find yourself in that position. Then you die. Oh, this gets lost, and the teleport will take very, very long. There was... Toss is going to... I don't know... hide Volver right now for actually making the teleport this long, and there's the Dagon level 1 finish for Bloodseeker. But we are going to see a fight in the mid lane. Aesthetic Storm connects onto the Venture Spirit, but the Spirit did miss, but doesn't matter. Venture Spirit is going to down, and after the Glimpse line it does share her fate. We have a Tiny coming in, but he is blocked away with the kinetic field. The Klings is running around here, but what's he going to do against 4? So nothing happening here, and the Bloodseeker in the meantime is pushing down 2-2 on the bottom lane. Well, Tiny gets a kill onto the Trend Protector, but what is that really going to do? The Viper is dropping rather low right now. Oh, but I don't think that they are going to get that one, but they are going to get the Disruptor at the very least. Oh, Bloodseeker coming in, nice toss there, actually finishing off the Bloodseeker. Raptor coming out onto the Klings, but he is just going to stand still. And the Bloodseeker has no other choice but to run away. Very, very messy fight. And running in one by one from omakase, or running away one by one, maybe the better phrasing. And Bloodseeker not able to finish off some kills there at the entrance, or the exit, obviously, not the entrance, but his entrance. Maybe that's where I was getting at. That's all. Net worth advantage is still pretty much in control by omakase. Is the Shakta going for the old build-up of the Bloodstone, or is it just delayed? That split earth did not connect, not even close.
I'm regrowing.
We did not see an overgrowth just yet. But maybe it's going to be time soon. Maybe people need to know. Overgrowth, overgrowth!
Top tower is under attack.
It was very optimistic to go for the nature's guys there. There's guys? There's guys. But the line is going to go down in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Unstoppable!
Nothing too fancy. Let's see the kills and the support.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Some castles can get hyped by seeing a Dagon coming out, but I don't like it.
I
mean, if you go for it on the mode, I can understand that, but seriously,
Bloodseeker is under attack.
Makes the force stuff more sense. They're trying to get together right now. Here, Tusk and Tiny coming in, and it's enough damage to actually finish him off. Oh my goodness! Jumped, thrown into the air, and then punched there as well. So, double jump in some. Oh, wait, what? What was that? She was not teleporting, right? At least I didn't see it. They might want to have a glimpse right now, that would have been way better. Did connect. No glimpse for 4 seconds, 3 seconds. 1 second, it's up. Oh, now it comes in now, and now the sandbag. What? Why? But I think the Klings is going to die at this point. Wow, the avalanche at the cross combo does connect, but it's only going to take down. Wait. They don't really take down the Trend Projector, but wait, how did the Klings get away? Doesn't matter. Louis does take down the Lion as I was following the Klings. How did he get away? I was sure he was dead.
Invisibility!
I'm confused. This should not have happened. He should have been. No. There's no way that he can survive.
Dyer's middle tower is under
I think that one is pretty dead. Avalanche toss combo just too good. Blink Dagger's. Oh man, he's quite farmed right now. Blink Dagger and 1.5k gold in his bank. He might get dangerous. But it looks like he did still go for this build. I'm a bit confused that he already has 2 points in the ultimate. I think normally you would go for more points in the Craigie. But well, doesn't look like that's the case. Smoke coming out. We might see smoke gank now. All 5, and that is indeed the case. Are they going to go for gank, for a real gank here, or are they just going to pick on Roach? It looks like they might aim for a wraparound onto the mid lane and trying to get some of the supports, maybe the offlaner. Well, the offlaner is going to be the choice. I think he is dead. Oh, that was not very nice overall from anyone there. Raptor and Kinetic Field, that makes not much sense because he can't move around and then swap. Already contradicting all that, but even if he swap it around, he can just be glimpsed back and that does damage again. You don't want to be moved around if you are playing against a Bloodseeker. It's level 2, level 3 Dagons already on the courier, on the stash. They're going to take the next tower, but maybe not. Maybe I ought to see a pause first, because of some lags on the side of our beautiful Venturous bird. Let's give her some time to actually resolve these problems. Well, it looks like Lime is the one that has lags, but whatever. The first best Oblivion stuff is done, and only, well, still a good way away from his orchid. Honey has nothing new, Line only was Tricolas, nothing on the Venturous bird overall. Lion is back. There looks to be a force step coming out for the disruptor. Mechanism is done on the Viper.
Yeah, it's about time.
Is done. Plus the Perseverance, and I think that he's going to go for
Dire's
the...
middle tower has fallen.
Wait, what is he going
Radiant's
for?
bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. Lincoln Sphere? Might be.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Obviously, it's good and all in Shrek just for the additional mana regen. And if you can just have the pulse levels online for the whole time, that might do quite some stuff, but it still feels a little bit weird. I'm really looking for what he's going to do with that. He's pushing... Well, they're pushing at F3, the bottom lane right now. Outlimbs was not very
Dire's bottom
effective.
tower is under attack.
What do we have from the courier? It's the recipe for the fall stuff. No fight coming out right now. Ah, wait, this is level 4 Dagon. 4 Dagon is finished on the Bloodseeker, so he gets some additional damage. Let me see how much damage exactly it is. 700 burst damage. Magical. So it's going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt as badly as I thought it would. For some reason I thought it pure. We now have the 4-man smoke gang coming out from 4 of victory, and it looks like they are trying to go for something that they can get here on the bottom lane with the blink dagger on the time. That might actually work out as he grunts in, but no, he did not blink. But it still might be enough as the snowball comes in. The Viper is there. He did actually use his mechanism to help out the Leshrac, and the living armor was quite helpful as well. There was the finger from the Lion. He was doing quite some damage, but Hagen was able to finish off the Lion. The blink is going down as well. Nice kinetic saying so, finishing off 2 more, and only Vengeful Spirit at the moment running away. The right click is not going to be enough. Bloodseeker will be able to catch up with her, and 1 more little right click is going to finish her off. That means we are going to see the next tier 2 tower going to go down right here. That was brutal. Well, that is not much of a fight for me to recap. That's a level 5 day, by the way. And this Disrupt is doing work. Looks like PKB for the Leshrac is next on the list. Wow. I think that's the first time I see arcane boots on a Viper. I mean, it's rather obvious that it's because of that going for the Guardian Rays, but that's not on the everyday buying list for Leshrac. For a Viper, sorry. For the Leshrac, well, you go for the arcanes on Leshrac occasionally. And if you disassemble them later to go for the Bloodseeker.
Well, look who's dead. Radiant's
And
to
Bloodseeker
blame.
gets the Aegis. They go for the next tier 2 tower. They are playing it methodical. Yeah, they're going to find someone on their way there. The Disruptor is smoked alone. Looking what he can find somewhere. Getting down a ward in a different position. You don't see it there too often, and that is normally not going to be spotted by any kind of sentry ward. And while they're not going to find anyone to gank, well, wait, where's the point booster lying around? There's the Orb of Venom. I don't care about that. Bloodseeker is going to go onto the Disruptor, but that's not going to help. He is stuck down. I don't think that he's going to get away from this one. There's coming the Dagon, and that is the death of the Bloodseeker Guardian. Greaves are coming out, bringing everyone back to a healthy state, and we are going to see the push coming. And I don't think that they can defend this without the Bloodseeker. I don't even think they could defend it with the Cling, sorry. Oh my goodness, one-shotted! Poor Lion, and eventually I'll watch the Spirit do that too, and she just accepts her fate and goes down. Tier 3 2 tower is going to drop as well.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under
20,000
attack.
and about 17,500 as it comes to experience, and they could go high ground right here. And, oh god, he's close to dying.
Radiant's bottom tower
One
is
last
under
hit,
attack.
one right click might have been enough.
Dire's top
Oh,
tower
he does not
is
enough,
under
but
attack.
a bit more than a right click.
Dire's
There are 2 right
structures are
clicks, 3 right
fortified.
clicks, and he would have been gone.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's 800 magic damage for
Dire's
you.
top tower
And the Lion
is
just
under
dropped.
attack.
How much
Dire's
damage
top tower's just died.
25%.
That's the kill.
Ah, Lion is dead again. He can't get anywhere close to Bloodseeker. He's just going to drop to the Dagon. Poor Lion. Poor Lion. And the Viper takes down the Dimension Spirit. Well, that's Rex for you, sir.
Dire's top barracks have fallen. They were sprayed.
This is not funny, man.
As far as
You're
barracks go.
fair play, my friend. That just means the next tier 3 tower is going to drop. Ah! Why are you doing this to your opponents? Alright, to be fair, well, Klings, you are going to die as well, and Loud, Tiny. Well, you are going to be fine for now, but that is too close for comfort. Dumping away there. Oh! 15 hit points! She survives with 15 hit points! Not what we were hoping for, and there is GG people. I think that was just the most logical reaction to this game. Omakase showing up with power, going to the second game. I did flame the Dagon, I'd say that, but it worked out very good. I still don't think it should be something that you should go for, but it did work out, so use it right. But well, 42 and 7, it's pretty good. I had a bit of hope as Tiny came back on the mid game, but it was not enough, unfortunately. You will see both teams again, omakase in the second round of the winners bracket, and for victory is going to be in the losers bracket, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching.